Welcome to the video. This is just going to be a quick walkthrough guide on how to use this inventory spreadsheet. There might be a lot of stuff going on, but hopefully this video will simplify this. So first off, let's say that we're buying a new item. So let's just say we just ordered an item. We ordered this item on January 22nd. And then let's say we're supposed to receive it on January 27th, so you can put in the 2 dates right there. So between January 22nd and January 27th, that's 5 days. You'll have a lead time of 5 days. A lead time of 5 days. So that'll show up over here, and then you could also put in the cost. You could probably put like $10 if you want. $10. As for quantity, let's say you ordered 25 of whatever you're ordering, and then let's just say our item number is X006. So yeah, typically your items, whenever you buy it from the store, you'll have item number. You're just going to use that number or whatever number you really want to just be an identifier, and then you want to put the item name. I don't really have anything in mind. I could just put item name 1. Not very creative, but it is what it is. So yeah, you just made an order, and then let's say that let's say it's January 22nd now. If you want your inventory order to show up over here, you need to change the order status to delivered. So as you can see, nothing actually happened, so you need to go to this column right here, item number, and you want to choose your associated item number, so X006, and then boom. The amount that you bought, which was 25, shows up here, and you can also see your quantity on hold, or on hand. That should be on hand. Oops. My biz. That's quantity on hand. For this column right here, you can put your control quantity. So if your quantity on hand lowers below whatever value we put here, so let's say 10, it'll have like a red indicator that shows up, saying like, oh, you guys need to buy, or you need to buy or replenish your quantity here. So that's just a little check. And then this column right here, you can more or less say however much of these items are in use. So just to showcase that, we'll just say that we're using like 22 of these. As you can see, we subtracted 22 from the 25, leaving us with 3. And then this 3 value of our quantity on hand is below the 10. A red indicator will show up, meaning that we should probably order more of this this item to replenish our stock. So that's that. This is more or less to just showcase, yeah. So anyways, that's that. You can probably go over here and you can see a little bit more information. So you can see like your total cost and expenses for all the items that you purchased, and then you can see the quantity of items bought. So this summation is totaling up to 350, and then you can see the total quantity of items consumed. You'll see where that comes from. It's on the next page. And then you have the average lead time. So that's just an average of all these values in this column, so you can get like a rough estimate. Yeah. Oh, also down here we have like the item popularity. So this will more or less just spit out every unique item number you have, and with that item number you have your item name. So that'll all show up here, and you can have just like a quick overview of whatever is going on. So yeah, you can see the total items bought per each item, as well as how many of these items were consumed in the general time span of your usage of the spreadsheet. So yeah, next is we more or less get to showcase the items that have been consumed. So yeah, so you can insert your date here. So January 21st. Let's just probably change that. I'll just say item consumed. So we used up 3 of our candles. This is the item number, and this item number is attributed to the Lavender Dreams. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that candle. And then yeah, used up. So yeah.